know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Century Link Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ringer, guys. Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Good.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
8 yards to go on second down. Now a give, right side. Carson, space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike 51.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
46-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He was brought down by Nigel Bradham.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
And 8.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Silver, Silver. 56 to Mike 14. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the
John Simon in on the stop.
1-yard gain.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. First carry for Dion Lewis, who won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Patriots.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second and 7 from the 20. Out of the gun, Newton looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
On the carry.
A gain of 8. First down, New England.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Michelle. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
A gain of 7.
First target, first catch, and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Michelle, the ball
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
across midfield.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
First target, first catch, and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michelle. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 31.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On 2nd down now, Michelle, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Newton. Going for it all. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown.
Complete to
Julian Edelman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check, 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 check. Hold 56. March 56.
On first down, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check. Touch 50.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, Michel, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 25-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards there. First down, New England.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
The ball carrier.
Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
And it's 3rd down.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Penny, the first down carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Penny. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Right here. Mike 51.
From the gun on third down, Wilson escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
37-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
14.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, Michel. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd and 2, Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Michel. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, it's Michel. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Seahawks 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Rashad Penny on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Newton completes it to Lee. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Wilson now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
The score, Patriots 21.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That man tries to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
24-yard line.
He's back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it. This is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 56 Newton to throw. That's complete to White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Tonight's final score.
Still catching our breath.